Ratchet is a really important place for Alliance players to be able to get to. Not only is it the location of one of the most powerful runes for every class talking to Grisby in the inn, but it's also the closest town to be able to get to Wailing Caverns, which has some of the best loot in this level 25 split. Alliance have kind of a rough time getting to Ratchet. There's 3 effective ways that you can do it, and in this video we're going to go over each of those to show you how you can get to this town as different races. First up is the most direct path. That is going to be for Night Elves. This path begins in Darkshore at Aberdeen. You have to take the route all the way south and into Ashenvale. You're going to want to pick up the Astronar flight point and then continue on your way down into the northern Barrens. Now, running through Ashenvale in this version of the game is extremely dangerous. Ashenvale is the #1 PvP zone and has constant PvP events going on in it. Max level players are always roaming around looking for players to demolish, and so you're probably not going to make this run all the way through successfully without dying, unless you've done it with a party. Now, it's actually my recommendation before you tilt down into the Barrens, go northeast and head into Ajara. Getting the flight point here in Ajara is going to save you a lot of time if you're able to pick it up before you manage to get down to Ratchet. Take that advice or leave it. Afterwards, heading backwards and down through the south section, you'll come out in the northern section of the Barrens. At the divide between the two zones, Alliance players want to stick to the left. Heading left, you're going to go around this little hill, and that's going to ensure that you don't enrage all of the guards at the Horde entrance to Ashenvale. Going down the side route, you're then running your way down, avoiding the crossroads, and heading your way over to the Barrens. You're going to be constantly running into Horde doing this run, and it's going to be a very dangerous run all the time. You're going to be jumped by people. It takes several deaths usually if you're doing this alone, especially if you're not at the maximum level. This run is not short, and you're really going to want to have gotten that Ajara flight point because there is no flight point between Ratchet and Astronar in Ashenvale. It doesn't actually connect, so you're not able to take any flights from Darkshore or Ashenvale to get to Ratchet. Route number 2 comes in for humans. Human players are probably going to want to take the Stranglethorn Vale route. Now, want to might be a little bit of a stretch. This is a dangerous path heading south all the way through Stranglethorn Vale. This zone ranges from all the way from the bottom of 30s all the way to the bottom of 40s, and as you're doing this run at like a level 20 character-ish, you're going to be aggroing a lot of creatures that are very powerful, and your attacks are probably going to miss them. You need to be really smart on this run, or you're going to take a lot of durability damage. So my recommendation here is to make your character naked when you get about halfway through the zone, and then dying to something. About halfway through the zone, if you die, you spawn at the Booty Bay Graveyard, and then you can just talk to the Spirit Healer and accept the durability damage and the debuff. Since you're naked, you don't take any durability damage, and you're able to just stand up, put all your equipment on, and run into Booty Bay. From here, head on to the docks and wait for the ship. The ship that goes from here goes all the way to Ratchet, and that's a fantastic way to get down there. While you're here, make sure to get the flight point in Booty Bay, so that you are able to fly from Stormwind down to this place and then are able to take that boat over to Ratchet. The final route to Ratchet is a little bit sneaky, and Night Elves can also do this, but this is the main way for both gnomes and for dwarves to be able to make this trip. Head through Dunmorrow, all the way through Loch Modan, and into the Wetlands, all the way around to the western side to Manethil Harbor. You're going to take the southern boat. This boat is going to take you down to Theramore in Duskwalla Marsh. Getting off at Theramore, grab the flight point, and then head out to the north. Heading northeast, jump into the water outside of Theramore, and swim your way up the coast. You're going to need to avoid these high-level murlocs that are easily able to wipe you out, but if you do this successfully, you're able to get onto the Barrens soil and run your way up that eastern coast all the way to Ratchet. These are the 3 main ways for a player to get from the Alliance territory over to Ratchet so you can get yourself that rune and get yourself to Wailing Caverns. I hope this guide helped you out. I'm Zesty Phresh with Games, and we'll catch you guys next time.